Ojibwe. Shungwewe Gabo and say many cause. Strong voice, it's my Ojibwe name in English, it's strong voice. Shungwewe Gabo. Kawawa Biganikag and Dojiba come from the White Earth Nation, Makwa and Doden. My grandson is Ogama Manesi. Do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hi, my name is Obama Manesi. I'm dancing from my dad. He passed away. And
Okay, thank you. There's so much just in his little introduction that we're trying to impress upon you as individuals. There was a time, and it's just a brief story, in the late 1800s when our way of dance, our language, was a time when our people were being assimilated into this country. And our ways became against federal law. I suppose it blossomed, if that's a good word, or became to a head in about 1862. About 2 weekends ago, we were at they call it Mankato. In English, they translated it to Mankato, huh? In Dakota, it's Mankato. That's the right way to say that. But in 1862, there was 38 the term Indians that were hung. They say 38 and 2 because 2 got away. Sadly, those 2 were later found. There was a time when our people were being assimilated, our people were being placed in, our children are being placed in boarding schools, some very young. My dad was taking the pipestone at 4 years of age, where he was punished just for speaking his language. At 12 years of age, he literally escaped and ran away back home to the White Earth Reservation. Just in a nutshell, that's just a part of our history. That federal law wasn't changed until 1978. Finally, 1978, it became legal for our people to sing on a drum, to dance, to go to ceremonies, to do so much more. Our language, so much of our language is lost. I said so much, so many, very few of you would understand. But I also understand the dilemma too in this country, because we have about 580 different tribes, about 580 different languages. Minnesota alone has 11 reservations. And there are still several trying to get recognized. Sandy Lake, for example, and Mendota Midwakaton, for example. There's others still trying to get recognized. My grandson, I've been gifted. I don't know how many of you are moms or grandmas or aunties, but I was gifted him basically when he was born. And they say that it happens a lot in Anishinaabe families. Anishinaabe just means original people. But in our family, in our way, his mom got caught up with alcohol. And when he was born, she said, "Do you want him?" Because she left her boyfriend. So you imagine the trauma that, or he left her, but that she was going through. And she said, "Do you want him?" I said, "Absolutely, yes." And ever since he was that big, I've had him. And to me, it's been the greatest gift in my life. I don't know if you can ever have a gift greater than that as grandpa. And if you're ever have the opportunity to get a gift like that, you can only imagine. This dance is a healing dance. He mentioned his father passed away a couple of years ago. That's a true story. He lost his father from drug overdose. We've been healing ever since. This is a healing dance for him. He dances for his father. That's what we teach our young people to do. I know it's hard for you in the back to see. If some of you want to come up and gather around, we're going to have them demonstrate hoop dance. And he only has, how many hoops? 8. He only has 8 today. Yesterday he did 24. So we what do you call it? We went down because we said we only have a short program today. And I'll probably go over with that fire alarm. Holy moon. He goes, what do we do? What do we do? He's a student at North Branch Schools. As his banner says, he is the very first brave of the school. North Branch Schools, 7 years old. So Ojibwe name's Ogaba Benesi. It means, what's your name mean? Do you remember what your name means?
Leading Thunderbird.
Leading Thunderbird, right? His English name, turn around real quick. I want to see your English name. Matthias Big Bear. Okay? He also has a street name, Baby Shark. I was gifted some tobacco to be here, so I want to honor that in a good way and just say we wish we use this on our journey, and I will put this in we call it a fire at home, a fireplace, a spirit lodge, a sweat lodge, and I will add this to that as a gift from all of you, okay? They say it goes a long ways, and yesterday he said something to all those elders that were there because it was a nursing home. He said, for all of you, remember this, he said, don't smoke. They started clapping. Don't smoke. And I said, when we smoke, we put it into our pipes and we never puff. And he knows that. And he also said to them, don't drink, which is a powerful thing. And they applauded him. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me, but I'll try my best. You can't see in the back, you can stand up.
That mic right there.
Huh? That one on? Yeah. Okay, this one's on. You'll be able to hear a little bit. Real quick, those words are Wabanang, which talks about the east and the sun that comes up each day. Shawanang talks about the south and the southern direction, and how that comes up each morning. And what it represents, the south is the Ikwe, all the women. I notice we have a lot of women here today. Nagabi Nang is the western direction. That also is a very influential direction. And Buaden is the north. We teach about 4 directions, 4 walls, but also we teach about Ishpeming, everything above. That's the 5th direction. And when we're talking about the things above us, we're talking about the sun, the moon, everything, the stars, everything that's shaped in a circle. Also below, the 6th direction is Aki, which is Mother Earth. We are all part of Mother Earth. We're all part of this big circle. He names his father at the sweat lodge, Aki Anang, to think of Earth as a star, because that's what his father's name is, Aki Anang. He is Madawian, which means in our tribe, he is one of the spiritual leaders of our people. And when you become Maday, it's slang, when you become Maday, you get rights to run ceremonies and do things like that. This dance that he's done is a healing dance, and he's did it for each of you here that may be struggling with something in your life, whatever it is you need help with healing. I lost my son in 2016, overdose from drugs. It's hard to even think that and say that. But I also have my mom, my dad, gone, grandmas, 3 brothers. It's a struggle for some of us living with grief, and I'm sure as you get into your work, you'll learn a little bit about physical problems, spiritual problems, mental health problems, and emotional problems that your clients, your friends are dealing with. Those are hard things. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is very brief, is this hoop. And his last hoops were all white. And he said, I want to make some new hoops. I want to design them. I said, oh, okay. He said, I want to, and if you think of the hoop, you know, how many sides are in the hoop? Some might say, oh, there's 1, oh, there's 2, the inside, the outside, oh, maybe there's more. The answer is infinity. We don't know. There's endless sides to the hoop, because we are just part of the circle, and that we are spiritual beings. That's the last word. Naui, Niogabo is the center. We all have a center. We all have a spirit. Our spirit is occupying this body, and we are all spiritual beings in that way. When he designed his hoops, he said, I want to do it in a way that recognizes all the people. Do you see that? The black people, the yellow people, the white people, the red people. I said, well, what about the brown people? But this is the colors he chose for his hoops, to recognize all people, that no matter what, we are all spiritual beings, regardless of what color we are. Miigwech, thank you very much.